We're doing this now. Wait, are we live now?
Yeah, we live.
Like right now.
We're 5 seconds live. Let's go.
Oh, what are you saying, chat?
Oh, hey everyone, how's it going? I'm the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with my boy Emoji.
Yo,
We get to this shirt, boy. You got the Wakanda Forever shirt on?
I do.
I got my kitty shirt on.
Forever.
You freaking oh shit, sorry. Oh, freaking me out. And we I know, right? It's a kitty swag.
So what are we talking about? Like we're chilling
Yeah,
in Orlando.
Yeah, so we're in Orlando right now. So shout out to Turtle Golf, that is a sponsor of Whale Week every year, and he had decided, you know what, he wants to give a.
I'm sorry.
I need
I'm
help.
very easily
What do you need?
distracted. Sorry.
How do I find the wings?
Well, where do you want to order from?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, order from someplace that has wings, and then you can.
I don't do this.
I'm
Pizza.
teaching Gen X how to order on DoorDash.
Shut up. I don't do that.
Anyway, what's up, Smart Buy? How's it going? Saying sup? What's up, VeVe Zombie? So shout out to Turtle Golf for not only sponsoring Whale Week, but sponsoring this this whole week that
Amazing.
Kuma that had gone on and purchased the partner statue, and with that came utility. It was a week in Orlando, and the prizes originally were me and VeVe Magic, but then you got Emoji here, got the OMI Homies Max and Janie, you got Tammy back there.
Yeah. Okay, okay, so what we're gonna do is, look, Randy, we're gonna come say hi while you order DoorDash.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Wings.
Why is there Keeper's Pizzeria in here?
Because everyone. Oh wait. Look at Bob looking at Omi. Look at I like this one.
Okay, we're doing Pizza Hut then.
Y'all look at my
Because I know they have
phone.
wings.
I went to the Goofy movie 30th
Oh my God.
anniversary. It was off the chain.
Yep.
Exactly.
We love it.
VeVe Zombie.
What up?
Yep. Zombie's the best. I can't believe
You want boneless?
What about this one?
Okay, so guys, boneless wings or non-boneless wings?
Okay, I'm really worried about the stream.
Because people are on here. Corey.
What are you saying?
They're just saying, I feel bad because you guys are live and we're trying to order some food because it's late night.
Are y'all hungry?
Yeah, we're wanting some wings.
Hey, VeVe Zombie.
I did.
Yeah. Oh God, there's so many already. Yo, what's up, Zombie? How's it going? Oh my God, Eddie Brown, my man. He always
Eddie always shows
Okay,
up.
just so
Eddie.
you know, the last time I was doing this, I was touching the buttons. I got yelled at, so I was not.
because
touching
you were knocking it over. Hello.
Yeah, because I touched buttons. and
Hey,
it
my
wasn't-
name's Randy, and I was wondering if you can deliver.
No, you don't like that one? Sorry, we're skipping you. What's up? Hey, Zombie, are you going to New York?
Okay.
Oh, you know, I'm going to be on Zombie's stream on Sunday. Just so
What are
you-
y'all gonna talk about?
Earth 2.
Oh.
Bill Gardner gave me a plot of land, and I have no idea what to do with it. So
You're gonna learn about it?
they're gonna teach me. So I'm excited.
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah.
No, but I'm gonna try to make it to Vegas. I think Vegas will be more fun. I mean, I like New York because the Europeans come, Euros. So I really like New York because I want to see all our European friends. But
I'm gonna get 1 cheese, 1 pepperoni. He's like, ooh,
yes,
1 cheese, 1 pepperoni. And then for wings, I get 2 orders of wings.
we're ordering wings. I'm plain Jane.
Can I get one that's like
Traditional.
one that's just traditional?
And we want ranch. What kind of wings?
2 sets of wings. Can I get?
I think they're bone in.
Can I get? What do they come in? 16, 18?
And 10. Yeah. He's gonna get 3 sets of wings now.
All right. Can I get 1 order of traditional 10 wings? And then can I get an order of
Very hot wings.
30
Oh, see. Very.
hot wings?
Yes, hot wings and ranch.
Lots of ranch.
So yeah, so the
10
yeah.
that are traditional and 30 that are hot. And then
Okay, so look at that. We can answer this one. Why is it taking so long for that to come up?
Okay, the hottest one you have.
Oh,
For the 30, 10 for the plain.
Okay, we are staying at which one? Okies.
Get you
Okie West.
Key West.
Is that what we're saying? Okie West.
Oh, and then also just a bunch of bread.
69.
Like a bunch.
Croner says 69 wings for Randy.
How much for ranch? Okay. Can I get like a half a dozen ranches? Y'all heard me order it.
Key West, yes, it's very nice. Corey, we love it here. It's been very, very nice.
Very cute.
Yep,
It's super colorful.
yep, and it's very self-efficient.
I agree. I agree so much with this.
Yeah, and last night when you guys got
Yeah.
rings, you didn't have ranch, right? Because
No,
I
we
was in
didn't.
bed. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
It was.
Yeah, but you're way over here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So there she is. Digital vibes. Love him.
No, that's what he was saying.
I know.
It's a sin.
It
It's a
is.
sin.
I know. When I comment on his stream, he's like, "Oh, there's Tammy," but I don't listen to a lot of streams.
Mm.
I know, but I got you guys as a pop-up now.
Yeah. What? Like us, the only one?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought I already did, and I did not, unfortunately. So, how much you gonna convert all the gems? Oh, guess what? You know what? You know what? Randy's back.
What is
Okay,
become of
can I-
my ship?
Okay, there you go.
Oh my God, there's so many unanswered things. Bots looking at OMI? There might be a couple of bots looking at OMI because there has been a large uptick in the OMI price. We're gonna go take a look at OMI right now on the coin market cap, because if you look at OMI over on CoinGecko, it's not gonna be the same as coin market cap because it doesn't incorporate deep coin. So Akomi is number 478 on coin market cap, and it only has, give me 1 second here on the volume. I'm getting a lot of messages. It only has 10 million in volume. However, if you go over to CoinMarketCap and you take a look, you can see that it has actually 15 million in volume. That's 50% more. And you take a look, and I'm going to guarantee you most of that comes from Deepcoin. And that 5.2 million did in fact come from Deepcoin. How can I help you?
I'm just letting you know, if you want emoji back on, you got to talk about anime.
Okay, we will talk about anime at some point.
Okay.
Yo, what's going on, zombie? How's it going, fam? Corey being real juice. Hey guys, what's going on? I just spent $100+ on pizza and wings because I needed to get that bread. We have Connor that's giving me those dabs. Listen to each other. No bone. I don't know if they're bone or not. Everybody loves bones. Oh, I see what you did there. I was gonna say, and then you can eat all of it there. I know, but I'm gonna try to make it to Vegas. Very good. Oh, what you got? Oh, Darth Maul, let's go. Darth Maul is one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars. Such a tragic backstory, such an epic double blit. Like, have you seen like all the cartoon?
War
Yeah,
and Rebels? Yeah.
Oh, bro. Okay, so all right, so Magic tells this heinous lie that I talked to her about like 3 hours of Star Wars and Gilmore Girls one night. But it was like
She didn't tell us that. She told us that you took like the whole night. All you did was talk Star Wars, Gilmore Girls, and then she was trying to go to sleep.
It wasn't the whole. It was 30 minutes.
The whole time.
It was 30 minutes about why Obi-Wan Kenobi was like one of the best characters in Star Wars. Right? Okay.
Well, I like Anakin, though, but Obi-Wan is
Yeah. Just like he's just fucking General Kenobi. Like that. Take me now. I love you. Okay, so what is your favorite Darth Maul, Obi-Wan Kenobi moment? Because I have a few.
None, actually. My favorite Darth Maul moment is when he fought.
Okay, why?
Because it's like one of the best fights.
I know, but why is that your favorite? What did it mean to you when Ahsoka's fighting Darth Maul?
Ahsoka's one of my favorite characters, and I like her growth through moments, and kind of like to see that moment to her come to her own and then have her own kind of like I compare it to the Anakin.
Oh, on Mustafar.
Yeah, I compare that to that.
It's so good.
But yeah. So that's my favorite. I say Darth Maul.
That's definitely one of the most exciting things that you've ever seen in Star Wars, because you feel like the training of like the apprentice of this chosen one versus like Darth Maul that like,
but I'm actually here. Like it's I don't
Isn't that crazy?
bro, aren't they so freaking cute? Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. So one of my favorite things is a lot less exciting. It's that last battle between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul, and it's on the last one where it's Ben Kenobi, and he's protecting Luke.
Yeah, wasn't that in Rebels?
Was that in Rebels? Am I tripping? Yeah, it was in Rebels. Yeah, it wasn't Clone Wars, it was Rebels. And you have the last meeting, like the Titans dinosaurs are meeting for the last time. And then you see like Maul saying like, okay, here's this like desert rat and here's this like last old aging Jedi that's past his prime, and he's doing this on this planet where nobody knows who he is, and he goes and he's just like he portrays like the Qui-Gon Jinn stance. And you think, I'm gonna tell you a story about Greg Maddox, Atlanta Braves, where he's pitching against the Astros in this no-nothing game. They're winning like 8-0, and he throws him like a fastball low and inside that Jeff Bagwell loved, and Bagwell knocks it out of the freaking park. And someone's like, "Oh, he gave up that home run. You know, what's that about?" And it's like, he's going to remember this, and we're going to play them in the playoffs, and he's going to go in and he's going to say, he's going to wait for that pitch, and he never gave it to him again in the playoffs. And in that same breath, I'll tell you that Obi-Wan Kenobi, when he pays homage to his original master, Qui-Gon Jinn, there's a neuron in Darth Maul's brain that fires, and it says, "Oh, I've seen this before. I've beaten him. I know exactly what to do." And he does that move. He tries to hit him in the head, and then boom, get him in the chest with a 180 move. So he does that, but Obi-Wan knows, because he's played that over and over again in his mind with the training that he's done with Qui-Gon Jinn, has a blue glowy, and he knows what's coming. He chops his saber in half, and he like cuts him in the throat, cuts him in the chest, and then in that instant, Darth Maul knows, like, oh, I fucked up. I misread this. If this old Jedi was that good, then this has to be one of the most important outposts in the galaxy. And this is not an old washed up desert rat that I thought. This was an old master Jedi on active duty, protecting the most important person in the entire galaxy, which was Luke Skywalker, the chosen one's son. And he doesn't say it. It's like
that's a lot to infer. But you know what? It makes sense. It makes sense, but it is. So okay, so that battle for me, it was a little anticlimactic because I wanted more fight.
Yeah,
I wanted more fight.
same.
I wanted something, and it was very quick. But here's the thing that threw me off, and it's the Obi-Wan series, because what I didn't like about the Obi-Wan series is how they nerfed him. So you
For
could
most
take
of it.
but for the beginning, then he kind of like started getting his powers back and stuff like that. But for the beginning, like it was nerfed. He was nerfed a lot. And that was the thing that threw me off, because I'm like, he shouldn't be this weak. He shouldn't be able to struggle just moving rock with the Force, right? So that was the thing that kind of threw everything off. But I did like just the aspect of them seeing each other again, because you have that history. I mean, obviously they saw each other multiple times in Clone Wars, but they have the history, him killing Qui-Gon. At that time, the Ahsoka battle it happened, but it didn't happen yet, because that season didn't come out yet. But I think it was a vibe and the feeling.
So if anyone's ever seen, what's the James Bond movie when he's like old and he's supposedly dead for a few years, then he comes back? Which one? No, the James Bond, like the Daniel Craig James Bond. It's like the third one.
Skyfall.
Yeah, when he gets shot at the beginning, they think he's dead for a while, and then
they torture him for a little bit.
No, they nerf him, and then he's just he tries to shoot, he can't, because he's still got some shrapnel in his chest, so he takes it out, and basically they make him old, and they nerf him, and that's exactly what they do in some of the Metroid games, where you start off as Samus, Zero Suit Samus. You have none of the power ups, like Obi-Wan was. And then as the game goes on, you get this piece of armor back, you get this power up back, and as the game goes on, you remember. It's like Piccolo talking to Goku in, I think it was Dragon Ball GT, where it's like, yeah, there's still some strength in these old muscles, where people are really surprised at that muscle memory. People have never gone to the gym. They don't know that you can walk away from something for several years, and suddenly it comes back to you really quickly, and that's what happened with Obi-Wan. So yeah, they nerfed him, and it's really hard to see one of your heroes be nerfed like that, but then he gets it back. And, but yeah, so that
power scaling, everything off. But yeah, I mean, it was a historical moment. But you wanted to talk about anime?
Yeah. Okay, so I feel bad for, I just mentioned working out. There's some people that will never know muscle memory. There's some people that will never know what it's like to get that runner's high, or to feel like really pumped after a workout, or to be in a fight. And in that same breath, there's a bunch of people that will never know the incredible writing of anime. Like, I think of a bunch of things off the top of my head, one of which is Fairy Tail, which you watched, right?
I haven't seen the whole thing, but I watched a good chunk of it.
So in one episode, you have Lucy Heartfilia that she's like thinking about going back to like her parents' place because it's really hard to be like this wizard. and she says that just as a flower can't choose where to bloom, kids can't choose who their parents are. And as someone that was adopted, I was like, oh my God, speaking to me. Like, there's certain words that are spoken in anime that just have never even been thought to have been uttered. Like, what are some of your favorite like lines that stuck with you?
I don't know. I don't know if I can think of lines in the moment, but there's certain things that happen in different animes that I do like. One thing that I like, so one of my favorite movies is Your Name, right? It's this romantic movie where they body swap. But one thing that I thought was really interesting with that movie was, you have these two people, this boy and a girl, they're swapping bodies, but they're starting to forget each other's names, right? And it's at the very end where, she's about to die and he has to entrust her to kind of like fulfill this mission. Otherwise, he's not going to see her again and they're going to forget each other. And it's that golden hour when they're seeing each other, or magic hour. And they're trying to write each other's names down, but they disappear before that happens, right? So one writes the name down, the other one disappears before that happens. So they're rushing to try and save it. And she ends up falling and she's like, oh snap, I gotta remember his name. But he wrote it on her hand. She looks at it and instead he writes, I love you. She's like, that doesn't help me in the situation. But just that like sense of urgency and like trying to keep hold of what your memories.
You panic and you don't write what is helpful, you write what you feel.
Yeah, and that's kind of, so that was a moment in anime that hit. I mean, there's a lot of different shows and movies that I like. We just watched Silent Voice on Tokyo. And that is, have you seen it before?
I have not.
I would highly recommend watching it. It won a lot of awards when it came out, but it's all about as far as just mental health and also.
What type of manga was it beforehand? Was it like Shojin? Was it on Jump? Was it?
It's a shonen. It's a shonen, but it's not like action based or anything like that. It's purely shonen because it's targeted towards young men. Yeah. But I wouldn't even say mental health. I'd say more so dealing with guilt and bullying, like and things like that.
Guilt, or guilt like, hey, I did some bad things.
And trying to deal with that. But there's a lot of layers to that film that a lot of people can relate to. Your Lie in April is another show that I really, really love.
What's that about?
So that's about a musician. He's a prodigy in classical piano. And he ends up, his mom teaches him in almost an abusive way to try and instill music in him. But you find out that she has a sickness. And she's trying to,
what sickness? Okay.
But she's not going to be around for much longer.
Okay.
So she's trying to impart into him everything that she has, because she's like, well, how is he going to support himself? How is he going to live? So that's why she was so rough. The other side of the spectrum, he's like, if I play better, maybe that's when she's happy. So maybe if I get really good at piano, I can heal her. Obviously, that doesn't happen. She ends up dying, and he ends up losing his love for piano.
Because she died, and that's
because he wasn't able to capture what he wanted, do what he wanted to do. Then he finds this girl who's a violinist, and the story is him trying to ultimately rekindle that love for music through this girl who's a violinist. She has her own things going on, but it's a beautiful story. It's very emotional. But it's probably one of the most beautiful stories I've seen. The narration is in poetry.
What's that? Just like dynamic pentameter? Is it
no, like it's just like the way that he's narrating this. It's a lot of imagery as far as just how he's describing things and whatnot. Like it's very poetic. But a beautiful show. Beautiful show.
Bro, that's emoji. It's emoji. How you got? Yeah, people that's emoji. Have you seen Initial D?
I haven't seen Initial D.
I don't even know
I've
what that
heard
is.
of it. I've heard it. It's a classic, but I haven't seen it. I think Initial D is old.
We watched the Star Wars catalog. Let's go. So you've been doing the Disney anime stuff with Magic for a couple months now, right?
Yeah.
How did that come about? How did you guys talk about it? Was it on the Oasis one day and you just?
No, so that idea actually came before the Oasis.
Okay.
So that
so it's been in the works for like years.
Yeah, the idea. So the idea was the initial idea of what I wanted to do, and actually we talked about that in Vegas last.
Okay.
And the idea was because she's a huge Disney fan, right, and Western anime fan. Why not kind of like take those two fandoms and compare and contrast, right? And I mean, I'm already a Disney connoisseur, so there's not really much you can introduce me in that realm. But I'm going to journey King Disney. But for her, that she's new. But it's been really cool because there are huge differences in culture and storytelling and art and things like that. So we dive into that. So it is pretty dope. But yeah, no, that was the initial idea. And then we did the Oasis, and then we were like, well, we should actually dial back to that idea.
So you've been talking to our spaces for a few years, and then we've had so there's something about, I think it was Tammy. We were at dinner before, and she had mentioned that she doesn't like spaces because she only likes to talk to people that she can see. So streaming is like easy for her because you can see the other person. You go from talking on spaces to talking like in person. Has there been any deepening of the friendship? Has there been any closeness? Like, how do you view Magic
in real life events, like meeting up?
Well, like on the streams, because you see face to face, and you get to see like the subtle facial.
Oh yeah.
Like things.
Facial cues and stuff.
Yeah. So how do you, how in your mind, how has she evolved, or how has her image, how has your image of her evolved since doing stuff face to face, as opposed to just on spaces where you don't really see who you're talking to?
I honestly don't feel that in this case scenario played much of a role.
So there's not much difference between talking to someone on spaces for you versus talking to someone on YouTube.
No, because I still pick up a lot through conversation. Like it's easier to read people, right? Like if you're face to face, then you can see or gauge, whether where they're having a reaction or something like that to what you're saying. But I think after a while of just communicating, it doesn't matter too much. But what I will say with spaces, that's really interesting is I think that it also kind of like challenges you to be able to have
probably makes you a better conversationalist.
Yeah, conversations with people on the fly because you don't know what they're gonna say, right? Especially if you are liberal and letting people out anyone, you don't know what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
But with the chat, you're a little bit more, you can moderate a little bit more, and spaces is kind of like almost like a wild west.
Yeah, it is.
But that trains you, right? Because
then you can be ready for
your toes, and you have to always, be able to. And sometimes you string up conversations, right? Because you just have a space when you talk about something. But yeah.
I never let anyone on stream like to go face to face if I don't know them at least a little bit.
Yeah.
However, like people like I've had some like really fun comments like that. I'm sure they're trolling, but maybe there's like, why are you gay? And I'm like, bro, like what has been like some of the most unhinged things that you've like been asked or stuff that someone has said on the space that you've been on that you're just like, bro, I don't know.
And honestly, it might have been something I said. I don't, but not. I mean, you know what? It isn't that crazy because you have trolls, right? Like sometimes you have people that come up and you can kind of even gauge it too, like what their profile looks like, what their recent posts, because you'll vet that in real time. But I mean, we had people throw up like inappropriate stuff on the thing and stuff like that. You just keep moving. You just like, all right, kick them and then keep moving. Or if they say something dumb, you just kick them and keep moving.
Yeah.
So but because they don't have that much time to kind of like railroad the conversation, it's kind of like just keep moving.
So there's a we've talked about Avatar a bit because that's one of the things that came up. One of the best. So in your as we agree on some of the writing in Japanese cartoons, that themes are just far superior to a lot of American cartoons. But yeah, there's a couple of mine like Avatar: Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, you have Gravity Falls from Disney. For me, SpongeBob on Nickelodeon, like the first 3 seasons, amazing. So you're talking about that's American?
Yeah.
Okay. What is K-pop Demon Hunters?
You haven't seen K-pop Demon
I
Hunters?
have not. I've heard good things.
No.
You haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters?
You haven't seen.
No. Where's it from? Whatever.
Okay, yo, chat. We're gonna watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
No, we're not.
It's about
We're not
yo.
doing that.
Wait, we're not.
Maybe we can watch it with everyone else. What? Have you seen it?
No, he'll get demonetized. You can't watch it live.
Well, we're not gonna watch it live, but like.
Oh, we're not
Well,
watching it tonight.
We're not gonna. All right, we're not gonna watch it live. We're just gonna tell you about it.
No.
So you can't see anything.
Wait. I don't know anything about it yet. I don't know. No, you can't spoil it. No spoilers. No spoilers.
It's amazing. Oh my god, it's like a death movie.
In 30 minutes when the wings get here, we'll put it under his nose like a. Oh, it's a movie. It's not a.
If you haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters, I would suggest go watch it right now. Actually, you just leave the stream. Just go watch it right now. I'm telling you, it is the dopest thing you've ever. Magic has been singing it nonstop. Ever since we came over here, all I've been hearing was her singing K-pop Demon
Go
Hunters.
away. Oh, liar. Not me. I am not involved in that.
I was live for a week and a big. We're here for. Well, me and Tammy here till Saturday, and then the OMI homies, Jenny, and then Magic's
We're
here.
trying to play games. You put Matt to sleep.
Yeah, we're gonna play some games. We're gonna play some Taboo. We're gonna get that bread. Heard K-pop Demon Hunter is the most watched Netflix movie. I'm sure it is. Not K-pop Demon Hunter. Who's that?
Randy, I need you to get ice. That means you need to end the stream.
Guess I'm going to get ice soon. K-pop Demon Hunters is like a musical that. Is it a musical? It is a musical, but it's really good. Really, really good.
You told me 30 minutes, bro.
I'm so okay. We are gonna have to bounce because we are
We're getting ice.
85 seconds away from
and we're doing the It Depends
my
challenge.
daughter has tried to get.
And we're watching K-pop Demon Hunters.
No,
we're not.
At some point, me and him. I want you to.
You guys can cuddle and do
He's
that.
my.
Oh, God. Yeah, you guys can watch it and I'll sleep out here. Yeah,
You guys can
have fun.
What's going on? Congratulations. What? What are we?
Did you guys get married?
Don Juan Solo. See, I'm technically engaged to Taps because he asked me in Vegas last year, and
Oh, I remember that.
yes, so I'm
We're gonna make emoji jealous.
good playing against each other. How big a ring you getting me?
Oh, damn.
Hey.
Exits the chat.
All right. I love you guys. Class dismissed. I will catch you all later. Goodbye, friendos. Pew, 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 pew.
Why are they shooting people?
Because that's what I do.